Hi there. My name is Dr. Blessing Vava, and I'm a researcher in political economy of digital technologies. And I'm here to talk about Chinese new technologies and economic transformation in Africa. And what I'm going to talk about is mainly drawn from my recent PhD thesis, my recent PhD study that I did at the University of Johannesburg. So my study mainly focused on how Chinese ICTs in Zimbabwe can be considered as general purpose technologies or general platform technologies and their impact on the social, technological, and socio-economic and geopolitical aspects of the country that is Zimbabwe. So GPTs are a class of technologies that induce a profound effect on the social and economic life of societies at the national and the global level. And the study itself, it explored a combination of, the potential of diffusion of innovations and endogenous theories, growth theories, alongside that of general purpose technologies. And it's mainly motivated by the fact that Zimbabwe itself, it has been struggling with a dual economic model mainly that relies on agriculture and mining. So I can say that the two general platforms that Zimbabwe has been, surviving on are mining and agriculture, and therefore I argue that this dual economic paradigm it traps Zimbabwe in what I can call a rinse and repeat that is deficient of innovation and competitiveness. And therefore, I argue that Zimbabwe's economic future, which hinges on how the Rhodesian model is decentered, reconstructed, supplanted, a process which then calls for a jumpstart. And therefore, for that to happen, the Chinese ICTs could be a gateway to this critical decentering and reconstruction. And in the same way that China's economic reforms could be, successfully only provided that China is managed to change its sectoral structure and increase the involvement of its industries in the production of high technologies and sophisticated products. So Zimbabwe has to escape, the traditional sectoral dominance of its two primary sectors of mining and agriculture. So ICTs is one avenue for the future development that might diversify how Zimbabwe's economy grows, how it expands, and how it competes. And therefore, my study then focuses. Its focus is on on how it responds to the transition forward toward transitionalized digital capitalism, with information and communication technologies increasingly playing a pivotal role in restructuring the global capitalist system. And at the same time, the globalization of Chinese ICTs enterprise has become the next frontier in the economic battlefield, for global leadership. And therefore, Zimbabwe, through the ICTs, can become part of a new global digital and communications order. And the model of multipolar globalization represented by China's ICTs is both attractive and promising for a country like Zimbabwe. And digital transformation could then be a pathway to economic development in Zimbabwe outside the ingrained path and dependence based on the two paradigms, that is mining and agriculture. And the study then examines the impact of Chinese ICTs in Zimbabwe and their relationship in this relationship and economic development. It then serves also as a means of testing the meanings of the relations between China and Zimbabwe And I would also want to give a brief of some of the benefits that I think Chinese ICTs or Chinese involvement in the ITs or ICTs in Africa has benefited the continent. For instance, I can give an example of the affordability and accessibility of information technologies. That is the affordability of ICTs like phones, like laptops, that have made quite a number of Africans or accessing a technology, and also the telecoms infrastructure that the Chinese have been involved in many countries. I can talk of Ethiopia, I can talk of Zimbabwe, I can talk of Ghana, because China has almost invested from 2001 to 2020 almost 3 billion in the ICTs industry, in the ICT sector in Zimbabwe, and it then presents many advantages or enhancements to agriculture, to education, to health, and to business, and it has improved and the access to those sectors that I've mentioned. And the ICTs have also enhanced political participation. We know of what has happened, how accessibility to gadgets like the mobile phones, and also the accessibility to them has made many people being able to be connected to the internet. They're participating in campaigns, participating in various other aspects that also enhance development in various parts of the continent and various parts of the world. So I can say that the investments by China in the ICT industry presents quite a good opportunity for Africa to jumpstart its economies that were mainly centered on agriculture, that were mainly centered on mining. And these innovations can be a pathway in improving our economy, improving social development, and improve networks amongst the citizens.